Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker, and oh my goodness, I had planned on having this out to you this morning, and I was going to actually review a couple of knives here. These Best Tech tulips, as well. I was going to throw another one in there just to kind of have a kind of compare and contrast type thing. And so, turns out I am not the swiftest character in the entire world, and so this video, if you are squeamish or don't like the sight of blood, shut it off right now. I apologize, but yeah. So I ended up taking this little Best Tech tulip because it's got that front opening. Sometimes you can kind of just, take the knife right across your, your thigh, and it opens up, almost like opening up a Zippo. Well, I happened to do that with this. I kind of took it, and I just gave it a little bit of a swing down and the top of my thigh to open it up. It turns out it opened. It caught my pant leg, dug into my thigh, and the next thing you know, I've got a 4-inch gash across my thigh with a deep into the past the fatty layer. It's bad. So that's what happened this morning. So I actually, for any of you out there who are interested, who want to see what it's like to stitch up, staple up a wound. I went to the hospital. I had a chat with two doctors, Dr. K and Dr. K the Learned, and a fellow by the name of Nick, who's a nurse there, who did a great job bandaging up my leg. And yeah, so we got some staples, and we got some, to show you the damage that a little tiny Best Tech 1-inch blade will do. Oh my goodness, it was a bad one. All right. We'll check out the video here. There's a little bit of a preamble in the hospital, and then we'll we'll have a look at the staples, and then a little bit of goodbye from me. But before we go, don't forget to push the thumbs up as well as subscribe. How to do that? Like, subscribe, share, and you make me a happy bear. All right, let's go to the other video. There. Let's take some still shots from that video.
And we're going to irrigate after we put the freezing in. Poke. So I would put it through the wound itself when you do your next one.
Yeah.
It hurts less.
Gotcha.
Because you already made a defect.
Okay.
Well, you made a defect in the skin. So now come out and do the other side. And I'll show you a little neat trick too, is I like to do this. I like to bend the needle slightly.
Oh, sweet.
And then I hold underhand. You're way more stable like this.
Yeah.
You put one finger down and then you just come right on the edge of the wound there.
Gotcha.
Doing okay?
Yep.
He hurt you less than me, hey, even though I told you.
Didn't want to say it because you're the teacher. So
Your body's telling us.
Usually it hurts less to go through the wound because you've already disrupted the skin. See what I mean? It just...
Gotcha.
all I know is it's gonna actually the ones I got my thumb there about 3 months ago here.
Did you stabilize with your pinky?
Yeah, I put a pinky right there.
You have the rate of mine.
You can do it however you like, but
Sorry, boss.
It's okay.
But an underhand is always more stable than an overhand.
Just
always.
The skin there, man. If that's what you need to do, then you need to do. I'm not gonna critique you. You're the guys are the experts.
Like when you're doing central lines and stuff and you need a lot of stability, underhand is always more stable than overhand. Your flexors in your wrist are much stronger.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
It's funny how lidocaine is there to numb nerves, but yet it burns.
Oh yeah, I know. If it is that, like there's a bit of a price to pay to get the numbness when you do the staples.
Let's put one more of these in and it's gonna be, you're gonna get wet.
How many more do you think?
I think he's fine. Yeah. Staples actually are pretty, so they tell you not to cap these needles. If you're gonna leave this in your field open, put a cap on it.
Gotcha.
Be careful.
Wow, last night.
Just wet, just cold.
Because it's a sort of a clean new knife, we don't need to super deep irrigate it because you didn't introduce a ton of bacteria in there.
There's it's running down underneath into my shorts. Have you got something we could put under it?
It's just clot.
Yeah, if I had hit any sort of major artery, I would have had to get gauze and then.
So you can see muscle belly right there. No, it's super clean.
Yeah.
It's just this is the fat on top of the muscle. So that's gonna come together super nice.
Okay.
I'll do the first couple of staples just to show you. And then, so the biggest thing about the staple gun is to line up the arrow.
Right.
That is the biggest thing right in the middle of the wound.
Yeah.
Where the arrow goes, and then you put a little bit of pressure.
And
You feel that?
Yep.
Okay, you let us know for the next couple. Sometimes the edges of the wounds, it's hard to fully anesthetize them, but we can put more in. We have the ability. And then you want to kind of move down the wound like that. And again, you want...
You like about like 5 millimeters? Is that kind of like...
Yeah. And then this one, we're going to take it out to show him.
Sure, okay.
Because I want you to show you how to remove the staples. Once you see it, it's super easy. So,
oh yeah.
see how it has one prong and two prongs? You
Yep.
put the one prong underneath, or sorry, the two prongs underneath, and then you go like that.
Oh, simple. Wow.
Very simple.
Okay.
So two underneath. There you go. So you can take this with you.
I'll just get it. I'll put it back in a package or something there, so it's.
I'll put
Right.
it back in. Just like that.
I actually kind of want to. I've never had staples before, and all the times I've cut myself, and a lot, right?
Yeah.
As a hyperactive kid, and I do stupid things like this, and my wife is not too pleased.
No, I'm good.
The wife wasn't too pleased. Although she's got to be used to it. It sounds like you've got a history of this.
Yeah, I do, but normally I don't come into the hospital to deal with it because they're,
A little more minor.
yeah, a little more minor. But the last one was about into my thumb, and I thought perhaps I
Got some important stuff in there. Yeah.
I thought I had some tendons. That was my real worry.
Yeah.
So that's why I came. Otherwise, I would just wrapped it. And this one here was a bad one too. So
See how fast you can go with this,
Yeah.
especially if he had lacerated like all the way down.
Totally.
You can't sit here and sew all
No.
day. We're too busy here.
Yeah.
So the way this wound is shaped, see how these ones are a little close to the
Yeah.
wound edge. Ideally, you want them equidistant, but these will hold just fine.
Gotcha.
So it's because you need to angle slightly. So you put the arrow like just slightly here, and then you get a perfect staple.
And slightly, was that slightly left?
Slightly left, because it's just the way the wound is shaped. So yeah, I would
More?
right there.
equidistant. That's an excellent word. I'm gonna have to use that today.
And one more should be fine. Yeah, right there. Beautiful.
Now, where did
You
So
go
it's-
ahead and wrap it.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm done with everything on there. Set my pieces of tape. Yeah, so basically all I'm doing is putting a bit of polyspore.
Okay.
And that's going to prevent infection. And then a bit of adaptic so that when you pull all this dressing off, it doesn't stick like crazy and pull all the tissue off. Other than that, the god is just to soak up a little bit if it does leak. And keep it comfortable.
It wasn't leaking very much to begin with, right?
Are you able to bend your knee and lift that up? That's perfect.
It was really quite slow blood flow. It did leak through a little bit of the gauze, but
EMS said that looked like you just put through a whole bunch of adipose tissue, aka fat.
yep.
Which, if you don't hit lots of muscle or arteries and big veins, you bleed a lot less, which is wonderful.
I got one in my forearm one time. I was squirting blood.
Nice. Squirting is more
Bleeding?
exciting because you can bleed so much there's a proper spurt, that means it's under pressure.
Yeah.
That tells us it's arterial typically. Almost there. So that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, hey, thanks for sticking around, and thanks for looking at all that gruesome stuff. Really, really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much to the staff at the Lethbridge Hospital, as well as the 2 EMT paramedics who come down and picked me up. I wish I could remember their names, but I was a little bit kind of goofed out at the time when they picked me up. Had my my white cloths pressed against my leg so the bleeding wouldn't continue on, and they were awesome. The 911 operator, she talked me through how to just basically calm down and relax, and the 2 EMTs were fantastic. Lethbridge is bravest, and don't forget to, if you guys are listening, give yourself self-administered pat in the backs. If I see, I'll give you one for sure. And thank you so much again, Dr. K and Dr. K the learned, as well as Nick the nurse. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it so much. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful time out there. Please don't be like me. Stay safe. Keep your stick on the ice. The shine is head up. This is Big Canucker. Say adios.